It was in the north country, my child, it was in the north country so cold, where kingdoms once flourished and thrived until they were swallowed by forests which hunger still. Men desperately cling to that land so wild, they dream not of the splendour of old. Who dwell now in this land are a brutal race, whose to merely survive they must be walled towns, enclose warlords and brigand kings. They know not of the arts or of noble things, clans pillage and war and vie for place, blood waters the towering trees. Now a hall stood alone on a hellish night, the wind like a dagger it slashed. It slipped between trees with a serpent's grace, and charged across clearings and left no trace. But the hall's iron doors of tremendous might yielded not as against them it crashed. But inside the hall was warm, and no heed was paid to the storm. The mead was golden and sweet, tables sang with the weight of a meat. Many hundreds of mugs high were raised, rough voices rang out with their praise. A bond would be formed in this torch-lit hall, a promise of new lasting peace for all. Two powerful clans would finally be delivered by marriage from war. Yes, a new era beckoned this tortured land, the chaos would finally so cease. United the two would invincible be, a stalwart isle in a dark mad sea. No petty warlord or robber band could challenge their force-imposed peace. But Groom was a brawny and violent young man, the prince of the blood fury band. Of powerful arms and of simple mind, he grins at his father who stands behind. King Grey, the lord of this barbarous clan, holds the marriage contract in his hand. And reading with eyes as sharp as a sword is the young queen of Darkholm clan. To lead them to power, the oaths she swore when her parents were murdered 3 winters before. She calmly reviews this momentous accord that she and old King Grey had planned. The bride was called Sparrow, the prince named Fife. Theirs was no easy task. Though joyfulness reigned in the warm wooden hall, the clans were divided as if by a wall. Forgetting the years of such bloody strife would take more than a well-filled mead cask. For their history bristled with spears, and the blood that had soaked through the years. Memories of murder and war, and the vows to avenge that they swore. Debts of blood yet gone unpaid gave the lie to this peaceful charade. But Sparrow, the queen, and the old King Grey knew the violence must end, there was no other way. If the wild northern land was to ever know peace, its men must be first to be tamed. As one, these two clans might reclaim the dark wood if they could just heal their divide. To begin with a contract, their names on a line, Prince Fife and the Queen were preparing to sign. But at once fell a silence in the great hall of wood, as all faces whirled round in surprise. For the iron doors were opening wide.